Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to another one of my ASMR videos. Today we'll be doing something a little bit different, and that's we'll be checking out some oldish, they are pretty old books, science books published in the 1960s. Now these are by Life, Nature Library. It's the universe and mathematics. Now, I do have more of these books, so if you want me to check out other books that I have as well, please let me know in the comments. I'll see how this video will do. Maybe I won't scroll through all the pages as well, so maybe if there are parts that of the book that you want me to revisit, you can let me know as well. But these are American published books. Now you may ask, how did I get these books? From where did I attain them? Well, there was a guy that used to work in the United States as a trucker for some years, and he bought these books. He brought them over back to Lithuania, and he just had them, lying around. And when I was a kid, like, about 12, 11 years old, he gifted these books to me, just maybe, if because I was back then as well interested in these things, and I am now. I always had an interest in these types of things, like, the universe, cosmology, geography, history. Oops, camera, the table shakes. But yeah, I always had an interest, so he just gifted these books to me. And I actually also looked up their value, I think last year. They're still not worth much. I wonder, maybe one day they'll be worth a lot of money. But yeah, let's just first, I'll probably move this aside, away, and we can focus on, this is the whole book, the universe. We have the back. You can see it's definitely old. We got the universe. Is that even the Milky Way or not? Hard to say. Anyway. Oh, so close. I'll probably do it like this. I'll move the pages as well, because yeah, it does go far. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, we have Life, Nature Library, the universe. By David Bergamini, and the editors of Life, Time Incorporated, New York. Now let's actually go a little bit. As you can see, the universe. So the first publishing was 1962, 1966. Time Inc. All rights reserved. So I am doing this for educational purposes. Published simultaneously in Canada. Revised 1967. So I would assume that this book was published in 1967, if I'm correct, right? That would imply that, yeah, it's a book from 1967. So before people landed on the moon, and this talks about the universe. Kind of crazy if you think about it. And this book is also, and then it means the book is 57 years old. So yeah, again, not a super old book, but it definitely, I would expect it had aged. Life magazine. Again, this won't be a reading video. This is just me scrolling through the pages. And I feel like this is quite a good angle. It smells really good. Like, I just have to say, because if you're a book sniffer like me, I have to say these books have a really good smell. I mean, just saying. Myths and misconceptions. You can also pause the video whenever you want, if you want to read something as well, if you're interested. And also, are those the pillars of God? The so-called pillars of God? Maybe not, but yeah, it's a also it's a black and white picture. Then maps of the stars, the constellations. Something interesting to note as well. The brightest stars of the 7,000 stars visible to an unaided eye on Earth, the 25 which look the brightest are listed below in order of their apparent brilliance. This is not the same as true brilliance. Deneb, for example, is actually the brightest of the 25, but ranks only 19th because it is so far away. So we have the true brightness, and we have the distance in light years. Note, when the star is one of a double or multiple system, the brightness printed in the table is that of the principal component. So it's like a binary system then, yeah. Alpha Centauri, 4.3 light years, the closest star to us. Which one is the furthest? We do have Deneb, which is 1.4 thousand light years away. It actually is the farthest, but it is the brightest as well. This is the whole thing. So there's a lot of, just talking about history of the book. Myths and misconceptions. Roman numerals. Teaching you about the Roman numerals. Definitely, it's been a while since I touched upon these. Oh, we have color. The mysterious heavens. Sun, moon, and planets circle the all-important Earth in this medieval French concept of a universe bounded by the zodiac. These are cool. Yeah, but everything revolves around Earth back in the day. Look at these. It's like a Native American. I'm not sure which. Is it Mayan or Aztec? But looks cool. We also have Tower of Babel. So it's quite a history also oriented book, how we came to know about, how we learned about the stars and whatnot. That's me. Wait, that's a Leo. Me. Stargazers of the East. This is the Delhi Observatory, built by Jaisrain II in 1724. The Jaipur Observatory in India. Astronomical time telling. There's a lot of illustrations which I really like in this book. It has a lot of. It's been so long since I actually even turned the pages of this book. Many years now, many years. The Star Castle is part of Tycho's Danish observatory. Enter the telescope. Kepler's study. Interesting. It's like a night setting. It's kind of quite bright. Oh yeah. Interesting. Probing the universe. Hey yo. More history. Light distortion. So, I mean, I wonder sometimes, are there any, if there's any, like, really smart people and whatnot watching, I wonder if there are any misconceptions, not things that are here that are now incorrect, that are now outdated. I mean, they are talking about history more rather than science, so probably not. Because the concepts themselves are more of the basic kind, if they're explaining more scientific things rather than history. But yeah. Astronomy stools. Above a looming radio telescope, the stars circle the South Pole, looking like bright streaks in this 90-minute time exposure. So it's 90 minutes. The movement of the stars. A crowded rooftop in Danzig, which is Poland, Gdansk, now known as, was the observatory of Johannes Hevelius, pioneer of lunar topography. He also studied distant objects, but learned little because of dust and other substances in the atmosphere. Look at that. It's quite amazing what he built, back in the day as well, and what people were even capable of as well, back in the past. That's big. The marvelous secret of the spectrum. The sun's story is told in a strip of photographs which make up one complete spectrum over 40 feet long. Each picture here being studied by solar expert Robert S. Richardson covers a portion of the spectrum, spread wide to show minute detail. Interesting how some of the photographs are in color. Well, this isn't a photograph, but some of the images are colorful, some are not. Knowledge of a beam of starlight. Look at that. A direct photograph taken with the Hale telescope reveals the shape and color of the ring nebula in Lyra, too faint for visual observation. The hues are seen only on light storing film. Some early pictures of nebulas, pretty much. Look at that. Oh. When the Hale telescope zeroes in on M81, its close-up photograph displays far greater definition and detail. A 6-minute exposure shows few stars. In 15 minutes, the cluster is larger. After 37 minutes, fainter stars appear. In 94 minutes, thousands of stars show. Ohio. Once I reach 20 minutes on my recording, I'll switch to the other book, so it's gonna be like about 40 minutes for me. Planets, meteorites, and comets. Look at that. Artistic representation. One of the Saturn's moons, probably. As it shows here, a crescent Saturn, its ring's edge on looms above the horizon of Titan. Okay, the largest of its satellites. The sky is blue because Titan has an atmosphere. It is the only moon in our solar system known to have one. This is actually, yeah, so this is incorrect now, because the atmosphere is heavily, like, how should I say it, clouded. It's almost like a Venus in terms of, like, not temperature but visibility. It's the sky is very what's the word, it's not dusted, it's just full width. I don't know what it's full of, but you can't really see. Could you even see Saturn from Titan, actually? But anyway, I know this is incorrect. Like, this representation now is incorrect. Lots of text. Interesting. By 1967, the rings looked almost edge-on again in relation to Earth. Their extensions just show at Saturn's sides. So maybe it was printed in 68? The family of the Sun. Tiny Mercury, making one of 13 transits per century across the Sun, is a black dot at upper left. Other specks are sunspots. So that right here would be Mercury in relation to the Sun. Tiny. Well, Mercury is, I believe, smaller than our moon as well. Oh. I'll probably have to leave you off on this image because I've hit the 20-minute mark now. But we have, like, the size comparisons of the Sun and the gas giants. And we have the orbits of the 9 planets. The orbits of the 9 planets. Back in my day, Pluto was a planet. Oh man, and we were just... Hold on, we're at the good stuff. Look at those. Anyway, that was a chunk of the universe. We'll now get to mathematics. By David Bergamini, the same person. Oh, this is an older book actually, even. Mathematics, 1963. So again, I assume it was published in 1963, which would make it a 61-year-old book. Goddamn. The much discussed new mathematics now taught in many US schools is explained and evaluated in the appendix. Numbers a long way from 1 to 0. Look at them students. Mathematical beginnings. An intent first grader struggles to learn the ways of numbers. In the process, she is repeating the earliest stages of man's mathematical development. Counting is as old as prehistoric man. After he had he had learned to count, man invented words for numbers and later still symbolic numerals. I'm saying a very strong emphasis on the man. Anyway. Like, I always wonder, like, these people, you know, are they even still alive? Technically, they should be, because let's say she's, you know, let's say she's, what is first grader, so 8. So she would be like, you know, maybe 69, 70 now. Maybe she is. So always we have, you know, history. And with history, we have already things like this. Pre-Columbian calculator. Accounts in the Inca Empire of Peru, 12th to 16th centuries, were kept by a so-called Grand Treasurer using an abacus with maize kernels bottom. He then transported his computations to a cupu, or series of wool cords attached to a long rope. Knots tied in the cords provided a permanent record of taxes, expenses, and vital statistics. Interesting. Also focus on pre-Columbian. Hold on. Wait, am I gonna get... Should I show this? Pause the video here. Okay. Basic mathematics, no? Oh, this is really cool, actually. Babylonian cuneiform numerals, Egyptian hieratic numerals, Mayan numerals, modern Chinese numerals, Greek alphabet numerals, Roman numerals. Very interesting, actually. how our numbers evolved. Hindu, Brahmi, Hindu Gwalior, Hindu Devanagari, West Arabic, Ghobar, East Arabic, European, most of the 15th century, European. I mean, there's not much difference. It's just like, it's almost like a difference of just, you know, your style. And bank check numerals, 20th century. Interesting. Primitive computing. Counting of the beats. Oh, this page is... Oh no. What happened? Was it me when I was a kid? Oh no. It's not in perfect condition. The first computers used vacuum tubes in their processing units. Many modern computers use faster and smaller transistorized circuits like those above. Computing reasoning. Computer reasoning. Interesting. Oh no. A hand. Zahando. Serving up a paradox. Oh, we have Euclid, I think it's pronounced Euclid. The conic cuts of Apollonius. You know, back in the day, scientists, mathematicians just like to have, like, you know, some badass shots of themselves. That dude is very focused. Not much to add for me. An alphabet for deciphering the unknown. Algebra solves a riddle. Mathematics of Islam, the magnificent heritage of ancient cultures. Mathematics had its crude beginnings perhaps 50 centuries ago in the civilizations of the Middle East. For the Babylonians and the Egyptians, it was a practical tool essential in day-to-day living. Early Christian stargazers. I feel like I've seen this image. Painting, maybe. More exact words. Mathematics for farmers, surveyors, and pyramid builders. Engineering for the dead. Damn. After a dark age, the flowering of the science of numerals. So we have Greek year 800, Arabic 1250, Latin 1120, French 1564, English 1570, Chinese 1607. Happy marriage of curves and quantities. Hey, yo, happy marriage of curves. The 15th century German map above, drawn on principles laid down by Ptolemy in 150 AD, is one of the first known maps to use curved lines of latitude and longitude to pinpoint locations on Earth. In analytic geometry developed in the 17th century, similar grids are used to locate points on a plane surface. I've never actually seen this type of map, because I've seen a lot of old maps of the world, but this one is actually I haven't seen before. We do have the Arabian Peninsula. India is somehow an island, maybe it meant, interesting. Or maybe this is meant to be India, actually. Wait. Mare Indicum, but it says, yeah, Mare Indicum. Ethiopia interior. Now we have the American city grid style right here. The mathematics of beauty in nature and art. Yeah, the different shapes. How can it look in nature? The triangular gem. The cross-section of a semi-precious tourmaline mined in Madagascar reveals the stone's prismatic structure as a series of neatly nested triangles. A circular plant. Hexagons are the bestagons. And we have Patrick. Oh. Yeah. It does look very mathematical, doesn't it, in a way? The mysterious mathematics of nature's spirals. Is that a JoJo's reference? Because yeah, there's a lot of things that in nature do have a spiral structure. At least when it comes to like our DNA. Our DNA likes spirals. And we have the golden ratio, golden rule for the world's architecture. Symmetry in a face. Mathematics of architecture. A modern villa. And these days that does, you know, also like that, like they have a comparison between the two. And it does have a certain type of similarity. But yeah, it's like a modern villa, but now these days these buildings are now obviously old. It's more like, would you call this brutalist architecture to some degree? I'm not sure. I know she kinda bad though. Hold on, you can't see. But she got them legs. Recreations of Da Vinci. Nice. Guggenheim Museum. Mastering the mysteries of movement. The infinite integral. Warfare. Calculating angles where the cannonball will hit. Oh, and I think this might be time to end the video as well, guys. Dropping even faster in a plunge through space until you hit terminal velocity. And I didn't show the back, but it only has this. So anyway guys, this was my video at looking at Life's Nature Library books published in the 1960s. So books that are nearly or over 60 years old. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you are sleeping, you're relaxed. Again, if you want me to continue with these, I will do so. I have other books, or if you want me to continue to revisit these books, also tell me so. Please subscribe, comment, and hit that notifications button. And I will see you all in my next ASMR video. Bye.